Hi, everybody, and welcome to Sentinel Sports Extra Cavaliers post-game report. We weren't going to do a show today, being the Cavs are out of town, but I felt the way things transpired in New York today, we should do a show because what happened in New York should not go talked about. It has to be talked about. The league has to be called out. First off, I want to say Merry Christmas to everyone. I want to say Merry Christmas to all Cavs fans. This might get harsh over the next few minutes. What I say might be harsh, but I believe it's true. And it's been going on for decades. And it was on full display today in Madison Square Garden. The NBA helping out teams they want to succeed. And the New York Knicks have always been one of them. And today was a 100% perfect example. First, I want to get to some Cavs fans. Okay. The Cavs sell out every game. There's a loyal fan base in Cleveland. They sell out every game, which is amazing. But it's those certain fans that don't understand anything. I've seen them on social media after the game today. They really have the Christmas spirit. Talking a lot of crap about Jared Allen. Saying awful things about Jared Allen. Also saying awful things about Evan Mobley. That they're soft. They're soft. They're not tough. You know, that's what they're saying. They're soft and they're not tough. Well, who are the top two rebounders for the Cavaliers today? Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. Who out-rebounded who today? The Cavaliers out-rebounded the New York Knicks. So, how about this? If you're going to be ignorant, save it for the day after Christmas, all right? I am sick of the ignorant fans. Sick of the stuff. These horrible people who never played basketball in their life or never played above high school. How they judge these guys like they could do better. This game, the fact the Cavs lost is not on Jared Allen. It is not on Evan Mobley. And it's definitely not on Kenny Atkinson. Okay? You certain players get a pass all the time. Well, I'm gonna talk about a player who shouldn't get a pass today. That everyone acted like was Jesus after they won on Tuesday night. How about Sam Merrill shooting 25% from behind the three-point line today? How about that guy? He was Jesus 2 days ago, and then today he stunk to join up in a game that mattered. How about that? 2 points, people. 2 points. Sam Merrill was 2 for 8 from behind the three-point line today. Your Jesus from 2 days ago stunk it up today at Madison Square Garden when it mattered, when the pressure was on. He stunk it up. But you want to rip on Jared Allen and Evan Mobley? How about Sam Merrill show up? How about Sam Merrill not get hurt every 4 games? I'm sick of people loving on Sam Merrill when he doesn't show up half the time. I'm sick of it. Show up when it matters, Sam. How about that? How about that? But even Sam Merrill isn't the real blame for this Cavs loss today. The blame for this Cavs loss is on the NBA office. It's on the NBA office and the officials who officiated that game today. It's on Courtney Kirkland. What a surprise! What a surprise! Courtney Kirkland officiated the setup for the Knicks today. What a shock! Ray Acosta and Che Flores. But it's not a surprise at all that Courtney Kirkland was the official, the lead official today. What a shock! The guy the league loves, the guy they can tell him to do anything and he'll do it. Courtney Kirkland. Wow, what a shock that some terrible calls were made in a game in Madison Square Garden. Courtney Kirkland, what a surprise. The man is in the league's pocket. Unbelievable. We're not talking any fantasy tonight. We're talking about how the NBA officials suck and that the league has a narrative of who they want to win. That's what we're talking about tonight. Sorry about that, but I am fired up over this. I see it all the time covering the Cavs. I see it all the time. 2 calls near the end of the game. I told my son earlier in the game, oh, big deal, they called Karl Anthony Towns for 2 fouls in the first quarter. They will switch the narrative in the fourth quarter. I told him that in the first quarter. And they did exactly what I said because they're predictable. They 100%. Donovan Mitchell got fouled. Donovan Mitchell 100% got fouled by Tyler Kolek. 100% got shoved by him. And they overturned it. And then the Knicks scored. There's at least a 4-point switch there. And then the worst call of all. And you know the fix was in. You know it was. Because ESPN didn't show the replay at all. Of course they didn't. Because they knew damn well that the ball went off Jalen Brunson's hands and that the call should be reversed, and they didn't reverse it. That's a 5-point swing right there. So 9-point swing because of the shitty and intentionally shitty officiating by the NBA. And the head of it all, Adam Silver, was in attendance today watching it. And he got what he wanted. The Knicks win. That's what he wanted. That's what the NBA wants. Knicks and Celtics, all the calls at home. All of them. No matter how blatant it is. All of them. It's sickening. I am sick of it. I am disgusted by it. It's like I'm watching WWE. Like it is scripted. It was pathetic today. It was predictable, though. I knew it was going to happen. When that fourth quarter started, I knew that they were going to do some stuff to give the Knicks the win. That's what they do. That's what the NBA has always done. It's not a fair playing field. The Knicks are 14-2 at home. Or 15-2 at home now. Yeah, 15-2 at home now, the Knicks are. How about that? What are the Knicks on the road? Oh, 6-7. How about that? What does that tell you? Can there really be that much of a difference that they can't play as good on the road as at home? No, what it tells you is they get all the calls at home. It's pathetic. It is absolutely 100% pathetic. Why should anybody have any faith that the NBA is going to do the right thing and stop giving the Knicks the calls? I'll tell you what. The one time they didn't do it was 2 years ago in the playoffs when Rick Carlisle called them out after game 1. And they couldn't do it the rest of that series. They couldn't do it. They had to call it evenly after that, after he called them out. Of course, he got fined, but he called them out. They couldn't do it after that. And who ended up winning that series? Oh, that's right, the Indiana Pacers. Because they couldn't give it to the Knicks. Don't tell me this is a false narrative. Don't tell me I'm seeing something that isn't there. Don't tell me that the Cavs should have won and the officials are not at fault, because they're 100% at fault. Statistically, if you look at the statistics, the Cavs won the game today. They won the game today. But the officials did just enough to give the Knicks the win. Just enough. Because that was the narrative going in. We can't have Cleveland beating the Knicks in New York on Christmas Day. It's not what the league wants. It's 100% not what the league wants. So it wasn't going to happen, no matter how good the Cavs played today. That's the best. I cover the Cavs. I cover the games. I cover all the home games. It's the best I've seen this team play in quite a while. And they still lost. They did not lose this game today, the Cavs. The NBA officials and Adam Silver stole this game from them. 100%, absolutely, positively stole this game from the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now the Cavaliers got to go to Houston and play there on Saturday night. That's going to be rough. Where they should have been 18 and 14 going to Houston. But the NBA did not want that. They did not want that. I'm calling this out. I'm not making I'm not making no bones about this. The NBA gave the Knicks the game today with those two calls that were blatantly wrong. And they overturned one. said it wasn't a foul, even though he shoved him, and left the other one the same, even though it was clear that it went off Jalen Brunson. But, of course, ESPN was not going to let the viewers see it. That should tell you right there. If ESPN, which should be called New York Broadcasting, isn't showing the replay, you know damn well that it shouldn't have gone in favor of the Knicks. But it did. It did. But that's it for tonight. I'm not going to say much more. I've had enough. I've said it. I had my say. I let those slobs in New York know what I think of them. I'm not talking about the fans or the team. I'm talking about the NBA office. Adam Silver and his narrative. Let the Knicks win at all costs. Cavs outplayed the Knicks today. But the Knicks won because it was at Madison Square Garden. Enjoy the rest of your Christmas. There's a few hours left. The wins, that loss is in the past now. We got to move on. But I feel like the Cavs are in a good place now. And they're definitely going to start playing better and winning games. It will be tough in Houston. It's always been tough when they played Houston. But they'll get back home early next week. And then on the 31st. And then we can, watch them they're going to put a streak together here. They're going to. The Cavs are going to put a streak together here. I saw many positives today. I thought today was positive. I got to go to Houston, and then they got to go to San Antonio on Monday. Then they come home for 3. So let's just, if they could split San Antonio and Houston, they could come home 18-16. Then the run's going to begin. It's going to. So we will see you from Rocket Arena on Wednesday for our pregame show. But don't forget, never forget that the NBA stole this game today from the Cleveland Cavaliers. Have a good night, everybody.